Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. We are heading out to the back paddock today. I'm just grabbing some of my tools from the tool shed at the moment. I'm gonna try and lay out some basic square for where I want to plant some trees way out the back. In a second I'll show you where we're gonna go. But I took a video the other day, so you guys get to watch the walk rather than the drive. But I'm going to hop in the ute so that I can get all my tools out the back there. So I hope you enjoy the walk. But I'll show you where we're going, and then I'll see you guys again in a second once I've grabbed my tools and made it out the back. Alright, so this is the A-frame, as you all know. But we're going to go all the way out the back over there. So it's going to be a bit of a walk. Reggie is joining us, so he's coming along as well. But we're going to follow the fence line, which is just here, the edge of the property, and basically make our way out the back. Okay, we made it out the back. Hope you guys enjoyed the walk. But from here, what I'm going to do is head all the way back up to the fence. We haven't quite gotten all the way there at this point. I need to take some measurements. So we're going to measure in sort of this direction that I'm facing, 120 meters, and then in that direction, about 60 meters. So I want to measure out a 120 by 60 meter area. And then what I'm going to do in the future is plant trees every 6 meters within that square. So that should, if my calculations are right, and I hope they are, give me space for 200 trees. And that will then be the plan, or at least the hope is that those trees can grow for a number of years, and once they're to a suitable height, I can fell some trees each year, let them dry, and then that will become our firewood for the years ahead. So that's the plan, but to start, I want to mark out the area. So I'm going to set up the camera. You guys can sort of watch me wandering around a bit, and hopefully I can get the mark outs correct. The fence, I want to move 10 meters off the fence, and then we'll go 120 meters. So that'll be 130 meters total, and then 10 meters off the other neighbor's fence, and then across 60, so we'll need a total of 70 meters, and then of course back into the property. So I hope you guys enjoy watching. Sorry there won't be a lot of talking because I'll be way in the distance. Have fun, guys. Alright, real quick, here's the tools we got. 50-meter tape measure, so I'm going to have to do a couple of different measurements. 6 stakes, extra long so that I can see them in the future, and my maul just to pound them into the ground. I need to replace my maul soon. I've busted it a little bit, but it can still drive stakes. Enjoy! Alright, we got 2 stakes in so far. I got to measure another 80 meters down that side. So let's spin the camera a bit. Okay. Okay, I've measured the 130. I need to go 10 more in. Yeah, we'll use this particular one to stake it. But just my luck, I don't know if you could actually or can see me because behind some trees and the camera's not pointing the right way. But the the 130 meters falls exactly where there's a fallen tree, which concerns me a little bit. You know, fallen trees and all that kind of stuff are beds of wildlife, and being in Australia, snakes are a thing. So I'm going to be very careful when I'm doing this last bit in case there's any snakes around. Of course, I've been keeping a lookout, but once again, we need to reposition the camera slightly, so hopefully you guys can see the last little bit that I need to do and get the stake in, because it's actually a little bit behind the truck where it falls. So let's see if we can do it. Guys, we got the stakes in place. Let's do a quick walk around and I'll show you what I did. Alright, so we're starting at the ute here. We're gonna aim over this way. Oh, actually, before we go anywhere, let me grab one of my stakes. I want to... Oh, sorry about the quick whiz round. So, carrying stake, see any snakes. This is our sort of range meter, if you will, keep things at bay. Snakes are very quick, always watch out. But if we head over here in amongst the trees, I'm not going to cut down the trees, I don't think, when I plant. I will probably plant a little bit more sparsely because, you know, all of these trees are going to stunt growth of other trees, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But here is stake number one, right here. Alright, so this is 10 meters from, 10 meters from the fence right there. Give or take, you know, a couple centimeters or whatever. Then we're gonna go straight back that way, which is where our corner post at the back of the paddock is. So many flies around. So the neighbour's property on our right here grows like Christmas trees or pine, I don't know, it looks like a big Christmas tree farm or something. They're all starting to look pretty impressive. Well, they were looking impressive when we moved in, but they're looking even more impressive having grown more. We had lots of rain recently. It's actually kind of overcast today and should rain tonight. But if we go straight back, maybe you guys will see as well as we pass some of them, there are some definite animals wandering around the property, as there's large areas of just flattened grass. So I think wombats, maybe wild dogs, something like that, but they seem to roll around in the grass and flatten it, and I was using one of the flattened areas to keep my stakes and all that in one location. But what we're coming up on here is the corner stake at the back of the property. Oh, here we go, I'm standing in. So as you can see, all of this grass has been completely flattened. So yeah, it's crazy. Alright, so we have, there's the stake, although it's in amongst all of this Patterson's curse. Our lovely neighbours, a lot of the grass at the very edge of the fence has been sprayed. Our neighbours were kind enough to do that, but I need to get my own and get in and stop all of this seeding and do something about it. But here's back corner fence post, or sort of marker post, and then if we swing around and go, so once again that's 10 meters from both fences now. If we go directly this way through the Patterson's curse, if anyone knows the story as to why it's called Patterson's curse, I'd love to find out. So it's off to our left now. All of this grass is flattened, so something's been rolling around, or I personally think it might be wild dogs, because they get in the grass and roll around and everything. And I'm not the only one that's made tracks through the grass. So, but here is corner post number 3. I haven't put down the 4th one. I'll do that another time, just because that one's probably going to take 3 or 4 readjustments, and I need to measure from here out that way and then measure from the other one. That one's going to be the hardest post to put down because I don't have a reference point really of anything. But that is going to be our area, hopefully, for tree growth in the future. I'm going to, like I said, buy like 200 trees or 200 little I think they're called tubelings or something. I'm hoping to plant, what am I hoping to plant? I'm hoping to put down some Sydney blue gum, I think. because they grow fairly quick, and in sort of 5 years we can start to chop them down maybe and dry them out for firewood. And then long term I'm hoping to also put a woodworking shed on the property to oops, dropping my stake, to start some woodworking. And that the Sydney blue gum has this beautiful not deep red but red wood. It's called a blue gum, I believe, because of the color of the flowers or seedlings it produces. So yeah, but that's going to be our little tree farm on the property, hopefully. Right, so now we're going to head back to the ute. We're gonna drive back to the house. That's one of the jobs for today. I'll take you guys along when I head out. I might do it tomorrow afternoon or something, but we're going to do some measuring of the fence around the solar system and the water tanks, because we're planning on getting some goats, and I need to find out how much fencing is around those, do a bit of a survey of the fencing, and probably upgrade it also so that the goats just don't get out again. There's some clear gaps and all that will need to be fixed, especially around one of the gates, so that needs to be fixed up. But otherwise, thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm going to watch out for snakes, head back to the ute, which is 100 meters away, and catch you in the survey of the fence. Enjoy your afternoon, everyone.